Hey YouTube, what goes on? And welcome back to Disavowed Action Figures, bringing you toy hunting episode number 468. We're back at Ross, dressed for less on MacArthur Road in Allentown, Pennsylvania, Lehigh Valley area, looking for deals, looking for steals, looking for sales, looking for good action figures. But before we get to any of that, if you're new, please consider hitting that subscribe button. It is free for you, it does not cost you anything, and it helps us grow the channel tremendously in the march to 9,000 subscribers. While you're at it, go ahead and click that bell for notifications, because that way YouTube should notify and tell you when we post new content here to the channel, like our weekly toy hunts, reviews, live streams. Leave a comment down below, hit that like button. And for daily toy content and daily toy updates, try checking us out over at Instagram at Disavowed_12. Let's see what they have inside. Oh, and if you wouldn't mind, hit that hype button. It helps the videos a lot, believe it or not. All right, let's see what they have. All right, it's up in the basket area to start. We do have the Rattler. I think we've seen this guy before, $12.99. It's a really cool looking action figure. Of course, we have Bendy, because Bendies are everywhere. We see this pretty much in every single Ross that we go to. Plenty of pops. We got Little Mermaid, Sebastian, some Disney action, NECA, Back to the Future. Again, if you haven't seen my videos before, NECA is about $17.99 in these stores. We have some more Bendies with the Invisible Man. That's not Jada. That's the Invisible Man. It's the Bendy for the monsters. Some Transformer stuff. More pops. Some statues, if you're this sort of thing. $22.99. But not a lot of figures up here. Let's go check the back. Actually, some basic stuff. So Jurassic Park here. More pops. So it is loaded with stuff back here. There's nothing I'm looking to pick up. Cool seeing some dinos. $10.99 for however you say that. But again, it's kind of a cool one if you're a Jurassic Park fan. They got another one here too. Another dino for $10.99. So good prices on some Jurassic Park stuff, but seems to be about it for collectible stuff. And then back here by the peg hooks, not a whole lot going on. Some Dragon Ball stuff. If you're a Dragon Ball fan, I would say check Ross, because I see so much Dragon Ball stuff at Ross. There's some more down here. Piccolo, Goku. So I have no background with those properties, but there are a lot of that stuff, a lot of those figures that are showing up at Ross. There's another one there. So yeah, other than that, we'll go check the tables and then we'll head out to another location. And again, the tables are just crammed with stuff. We got some Transformers action going on. I don't know what this is. Transformers 1. There you go. Whatever it is, there it is. There's two of them here. So that's here. Some basic stuff. So basic toys from Superman. We got Mr. Terrific. There's an awesome fight scene in that movie with him. I see more of that Transformers thing thrown back there. Down this way, just a mix of things. Play some piano here for you. But yeah, little electronic games and things. But got Batmobile. Not seeing any Marvel Legends or anything like that we would typically grab. Also, most of the AEW is also kind of dried up. Over here, a lot more Lego stuff showing up too, which is surprising to see, because usually Lego, again, holds its value from what I understand. So seeing so much Lego show up here is interesting for you Lego block builders out there. There's all your Lego stuff. So I think we're probably done here. Again, a lot of these tables are just kind of filled with things that really wouldn't be something reflected in my videos typically. So some more Lego down here. So okay, let's go to another location, see what we can find. Oh wait, here we got a figure. What do we get here? Seth Rollins. There we go. So I found one figure laying around over here. Okay, so back at MacArthur Road for a Walmart check. I saw on the YouTubes and the Instagrams on the interweb that the Marvel Legends Mini Comics Wave 2 has been hitting Walmarts already. I do have the Man Without Fear Daredevil, and also who's the other one I've ordered? And I can't think of the other one was. Another one ordered. But I do not have the Rachel Summers ordered. So if I saw that, I'd probably pick that up and grab it. But yeah, need some more little mini comics in my life, right? Because they're so great. But yeah, the figures look cool. So let's see what they have here. It was Feral. Feral is the other one that I have ordered to come in. So if I see those here, I'll probably be upset because I won't be able to pick them up because I already got them on order. They're already en route. But be cool to see. Okay, nothing in the parking lot. Let's see what they have here. Son of a gun. Son of a gun. I overpaid. I could have waited. I really thought these would not show up on pegs before the end of the year. Son of a gun. It's very cool to see. I definitely overpaid, but it happens sometimes. So I'm excited for this one. At first, I thought it was kind of dumb they were making it. And it's just cool. I think it's one of those action figures you're going to be able to use across lines. Looks like everybody's here but Silver Surfer. So that's a cool one. I'm going to take the Rachel Summers with me. I did not get that one pre-ordered, so I'm going to grab that while I'm here. Cool head sculpt. I like the fire effects, the wings, whatever. So that's going to go with me. Also, the Black Widow, I'm not going to need this even at a discount price because I have the Walmart exclusive. Yeah, I know that it's not wearing the jacket. Yeah, I know it matches that comic better, but I don't need another one of those. Then the Feral, that's also one I have on pre-order. That's going to be coming in, already shipped. So again, overpaid. Oh well. Need to finish that X-Force team up. So nice to see that. The Beast is great too. I didn't build this particular team of X-Men, so I kind of would have to backtrack. So as great as that Beast is, like the body, the buck of it, that's going to stay behind as well. Maybe on a clearance or something if I found it cheap. So yeah, it is what it is. It happens. Sometimes you just make a calculated error ordering something online when you panic. But yeah, this is a cool find. I'll take this. But again, $27.99, $97, whatever, is BS. I know they're raising the prices on everything, but it still kind of sucks. G.I. Joe, lots of G.I. Joe here. Walmart has just been killing it with toys, at least in my area. It's been amazing to see how much more they've gotten in than previous years. They really were a far behind, like a Target, in terms of action figures and toys. And they really upped their game this year from what I've seen. Some of the comments, has your Walmart been better this year or not? Man, I'll tell you what, let's let them in the comments too. Is your wallet dying? Because I've spent more, I think, in the last month on toys than I have in the last like 3 months. So yeah, I need this. And I actually don't have the rest of the Excalibur team either. So I'm going to have to backtrack. I just saw a 3-pack at the toy show. They wanted a lot of money for it. So yeah, so I'm going to have to backtrack at some point. But we'll grab that anyway. That's going to be one of the better female ones of the year. But okay, let's go check some other areas of the store. And back in the collectibles section, we got Pops. There's the Daredevil hanging out. All the Dragon Ball stuff. I feel like I'm just inundated by Dragon Ball. All the Dragon Ball that I see when I'm at the Rosses. All the Dragon Ball I'm seeing here. Just Dragon Ball everywhere. Plenty of Batman stuff and McFarlane. The Creeper hanging out back there. What's this guy here? The Monarch? I don't know much about that. Justice League of America. Okay, I guess that would make sense. And a bunch of Spawns. Azrael Batman. Making room to put that back down. Grabbing this. There's Dustin. I'm excited for Stranger Things. I really hope that they stick the landing for the final season. And they don't just, have it stink up the place. We don't want to repeat a Game of Thrones, right? Spin move back behind. Super Friends. Godzilla. Some Ben Coopers. Kong. Ted Lasso. Evil Dead. Lots. They still do have the McFarlane end cap laying over here. So there's this Batman. Which one's this? Batman Incorporated. Was that Dick Grayson as Batman? I can't recall if it was him or Bruce in the cowl at that point. And some other older stuff from the movie. So somebody grabbed that Silver Surfer, I would imagine. I doubt that it was just hidden somewhere in there. But good for them. I am actually not going to buy that Silver Surfer. I have the original Walgreens exclusive that's chromed out. I know it has pins and everything, but I just don't really care. With the male figures, I don't think the pins are as big of an issue as long as they match and don't stand out. Like for Spider-Man, you have the red pegs on blue or blue on red, whatever the heck it was. The female figures, it makes a difference because the legs are so wonky on the older ones. But yeah, not looking to buy that Silver Surfer anyway. It would have been cool to see it. Also, I still have my Galactus ever opened, which has a Silver Surfer inside of that. So I have plenty of Silver Surfers in my collection. So hopefully somebody got that and didn't have the other ones. But anyways, okay, GameStop. Either heavy breathing or music in the background. Hi, how are you? Just browsing the figures. Mostly Marvel. Okay. Yeah, I always like to see what's new, what's laying around.
What was the last one you picked up?
One of the X-Men I just recently picked up, yeah. So sorry for abruptly cutting the film there, but I was having a great conversation with the young lady working at the GameStop who apparently collects Marvel Legends as well. So a nice little conversation about those. Shout out to her. She might never see this video, but if you do see the video, it was nice talking with you. Okay, next location. We're going to check in here at the friendly confines of the Cedar Crest Boulevard Target and see what they have going on in here. Kind of feeling good, but kind of feeling bad about buying that Rachel Summers. A little bit of regret. When you see that price tag, almost $30 with the tax here in Pennsylvania, makes you shudder. I think when I pay for them online, it doesn't hurt as much because I'm not really like, swiping the card at the register and seeing it ring up. I don't know. Don't think about it, right? Just consume product. Okay, here we go. interact with people, as is my policy. I don't like to do narration when there's people in the aisle. I don't want to bother them during their shopping experience. Also, you saw the cart was there, so I don't want to get too close to the Transformers. Anyway, let's see if this is 30% off. It says all Spider-Man toys, and it's not ringing up. I'd be curious if I took this up there and said it's a Spider-Man toy for 30% off, if I'd get that. So I passed on it for the 25% off. To get 30% off would be actually a really good deal. So I might give that a shot. I might try out of curiosity and see if it flies. All right, so call it morbid curiosity. I'm going to try to get this. If I can get it for 30% off. Now, it's not going to ring up the 30% off. I'm going to ask and say there's a sign that says Spider-Man toys, 30% off. If I get 30% off, I'll be happy. I haven't actually bought a proper Spider-Man figure in this year. So this might be my Spidey I buy for the year. Yeah, let's give it a shot. Yeah, what they say? You miss 100% of the shots you never take, right? Let's take a shot. All right, so I'm waiting on an associate to see if they will correct that. All right, so now we're talking. That's a much better deal. Just asked, and the girl just looked at the picture I took, and she did it for me, so winning. And let's check out our final Ross of the video. Ross Dress for Less on Lehigh Street. Could be a win, could be a loss. You really don't know unless you go and check your Ross. All right, so checking out the peg hooks first. Not seeing much at all. It's a little bit later in the afternoon, so I'm thinking anything that was here got picked clean pretty well by now. We got a little bit of Nintendo action. Leslie Nope still back there for that stupid price of $14.99. Of course, we have more Dragon Ball stuff going on because they're like the official supplier of Dragon Ball at Ross. But doesn't seem to be anything here. Let's go around the corner. We got a Beast Wars and King of the Isle status, which is rare at Ross, especially this one, because usually there's people shopping for baby clothes right there. So down this way, again, stacks and stacks and stacks of stuff. Just not stacks and stacks of stuff I'm looking to buy. There's that Mando. Down below, some Sonic stuff. We got some ramped up monster truck action. I guess that's kind of like a rip off of the Bigfoot stuff, right? Down below, some sports balls. Sports. Yeah, some more Dragon Ball. This time it's going to be like a bust or a statue. $19.99 for that. There we go. Monster Jam. That's what I was trying to think of. There's a Monster Jam thing. That's actually kind of cool. You saw a previous video. I picked up the Monster Jam dragon thing for my nephew. Gotta find something cool for my other nephew yet. There's more Leslie Nopes. That'll be done to like $2 by like January before they purge everything out here and clean it up and send it back for another year. But unfortunately, what is she? There you go. Look at that. Well, you look at that. But yeah, unfortunately, looks like I'm not going to be finding anything for myself, which honestly is probably better off at this point, considering I just picked up those two Marvel Legends unexpectedly. Got a Dusty Rhodes pop. I would do a Dusty Rhodes impersonation, but it would be terrible, and they'd probably give you one more reason to shut the video off, so I won't do that. More Dragon Ball down below, so yeah, I'll check the tables out, but I think this place is pretty picked through for the most part. It's a big old table up here of Dragon Ball again, so I'll give you an idea of what Dragon Ball stuff they have for $16.99. I feel like we've seen these in most of the stores. Is that all the same guy? Nope. There's Gohan and Hit and Ultimate Gohan and Piccolo. So yeah, lots and lots of the Dragon Balls, I always say. Coco Melon. All my nieces and nephews are too old for that now. They don't dig it anymore. Too bad. We got that Transformers 1 thing again. And then over on this table, not much. Got some cash register action going on. So yeah, looks like another Dragon Ball shoved in the middle there. Of course, the Ross sound is going off. And we're getting customer service going off at the same time. All sorts of sounds. All the sounds go off here at Ross. More Barbie action. Star Wars is still laying up here. I'm going to try to check the front area. The line was pretty long. I couldn't quite get through, but I'll try to see what else I can find up there. And we're going to tap in here at the Target on Crocks Road. See what they have. All right, so main aisle. Here's your Transformers action going on. Give you a look at what they have there on the shelf and what the tags are. It's very busy in here. Right now the aisle's empty. I'm currently King of the Isle status, but if I stop talking or cut the camera, you'll know why. That looks really good. For a smaller toy, that looks like a pretty good, accurate face sculpt right there. Batman 1 million still there. Down this way, Some G.I. Joe. We still have the police officer, one of those hanging out here. It's an awesome action figure. All the Scorpion guys are here. Are any of these Law and Order? Nope. There's our Ralph and Short Fuse. Down this direction, some more Motu. I think this is new, the Ninjor. It's actually kind of cool. Yeah, it looks a whole new wave. Skeletor. I don't know if you've ever seen those before, so those look new. Down this way is that Captain Rogers. It won't go away. Captain America. Walter Powell's hanging out. She truly is repulsive right there. And then Weapon X, down to 2 of those. Those will definitely be clearance. There's lots of those in the area still. There's the Spider-Man thing. So again, if you wanted to try to get a Spider-Man toy, there's your 30% off. Then wrestling side, we do have all these 2-packs sitting there, Target exclusive. And then wrestling up top, it's all the legends we've been seeing recently. We got a Cody top pick. We got our Swerve Strickland that I used my coupon on to get a couple weeks ago. And some Star Wars stuff. Some deals going on there, 50% off. And then down this direction here, we're in this more Star Wars, some Simpsons. Don't see the new wave at all. There's a Krusty though. Still trying to track down Troy McClure. I'm thinking about stopping collecting the Simpsons. They're great. It's a great price point. Actually, did they go up? Weren't they $11.99? I feel like they were cheaper when they first came out. So not as cheap as they would appear to be if they used to be, but I don't know. I have a bunch I haven't even opened, so I might start to back off of those. Then again, the waves are so hard to find. It's not like I had that many options to buy them anyway. So, and the Jesser section. What's up, Jesser? And the collectibles area. We got some Batman, Killer Croc, Stitch, Shatara, Steph Harper. So not a whole lot back here. Mortal Kombat's kind of just hangs around. It doesn't really sell too well. We'll take a quick walk through the small GameStop here. It's over off of Hamilton Boulevard. I love they have the Black Friday posters up. I used to love going to GameStop on Black Friday. That was right around when I was kind of getting into Marvel Legends collecting. They had like the first ever Gamerverse Spider-Man was like exclusive. The one year it was the black and white Deadpool back in black. Little things like that. Just you see a poster, reminds you of it. I don't know. Makes the hobby fun, I think. So, okay, let's see what they have. And I think we're going to close things out here at the Walmart over off of Hamilton Boulevard. Curious to see if they have that comic book mini wave, Marvel Legends wave here as well, so I can hate myself some more for overpaying for some of them. Let's go see what they have. Checking out the horror section to start here, and we do have some of the Ben Cooper NECAs down there. We have some blind box Charlie Brown. It's kind of cool. Tiny Nightmares, little blind boxes here. They're kind of fun, all right? They $7.98. What is this? Oof, Nooks. I think it's pretty horrifying, actually. I guess that's the point. And some Stranger Things stuff we'll skip over. Down here, the collectibles area. Hey, they got a Peacemaker here at Walmart. That's pretty cool. I've only seen this at GameStop. I wonder if it's less expensive here. GameStop, it was like $35. So, yeah, I actually picked up for a buddy of mine that I work with who is a huge John Cena fan. But, yeah, other than that, nothing else jumping out at me here as anything too crazy. But, yeah, cool to see the Peacemaker here. The Deluxe Theatrical Edition, which tells me it probably is all of $35 here as well. I almost forgot they had this Big Bad Mamma Jamma here. I've seen this display, I think maybe 4 or 5 different stores at this point. There's actually one at my home base. If you're not familiar with my channel, I see it all the time. So I don't really kind of go as crazy as I used to. I know some people have made comments on one of the videos. They were surprised I didn't kind of talk more about what was here. It's because I've seen most of this stuff already on these displays. but I still think it's absolutely incredible. Like, I hope this is something they continue to do in the future to show off their product, because this is really awesome. So with that said, just looking at what they have, some of these things were showing up on clearance in certain locations already. I'm not seeing any clearance tags here, however. I got a random Street Fighter down there, Prowler reissue, Punisher, got the Daredevils, they're good figures. G.I. Joe stuff, of course, the newer waves. We have the exclusive with the Dread Response Beast, the Scorpion. We, of course, have the vehicles down below. Nice to see those. I haven't seen many of those sell at that price. I'm curious to see what long game is for Walmart with those. Some more of the 2-packs. We got the Transformers down this direction. So this really is impressive seeing this. These, for instance, are already on clearance at my home base, as well as the Gamerverse Marvel Legend. Oh, cool. Check this out. So we saw this at the toy show recently, but it's the first time seeing it in a regular retail location. So that's cool. And McFarlane really got to the good stuff here at the end of his tenure. I'm not going to be picking it up. I'm not going to do that to myself, but very awesome that he made those from that movie. But let's go check the main aisle. We'll close out from over there. So not too much going on here. I kind of eyeballed the aisles I walked through. Did not see the new Marvel Legends here. But there's some good stuff. This is still one of the best action figures I think that's been made in recent years. The bendy wire in the arms and legs is phenomenal. If you see this and you don't have Delsum, even if you're not a Street Fighter fan, I suggest picking it up. It's an awesome figure. I had so much fun with that over time. Down this direction, we got the wrestling going on. We got a very upset child in the next aisle, so sorry about that. I can't control it. It's a toy section, a toy area. You're going to have that happen at a toy area. Here is the Captain America and Venom. I didn't see that at the main area over there, so interesting to see that. But I think we're going to call it a hunt there, everybody. So if you're new, please consider hitting that subscribe button. It is free for you. It does not cost you anything, and it helps us grow the channel tremendously in the march to 9,000 subscribers. While you're at it, go ahead and click that bell for notifications, because that way YouTube should notify and tell you when we post new content here to the channel, like our weekly toy hunts, reviews, and live streams. Leave a comment down below. Hit that like button. And for daily toy content and daily toy updates, try checking us over at Instagram at Disavowed_12. Hey, everybody, if you're going toy hunting this week, please try to remember the 3 P's of the toy hunt: patience, persistence, most of all, politeness. Take care, stay healthy, and I'll be seeing all of you at the pegs.